She was the third of 4 girls, and as her mother says, she was stubborn, very strong-willed, and loved to cause trouble with her sisters. Extremely competitive, she participated in as many sports and activities as time and money would allow. But more than anything, Dacean Thomas has had a love for horses. She was given her first horse at age 5, but it wasn't until she was 11 that she met the perfect horse. She named her Angel, and they made an instant connection. Angel was a strong, sensitive, mature horse, and the two formed a special bond and companionship, both of which were essential for Dacean's favorite sport, the sport of mounted shooting. A fast and furious pastime straight out of the Old West. And together, Angel and Dacean were a sight to behold. Their personalities intertwined, they were the perfect balance of speed and grace. They looked out for each other, and as best friends, they were inseparable.
It was a pretty typical Sunday. We were just kind of lounging out, carrying on. Girls decided they wanted to take the horses up to the reservoir to go swimming.
They were outside, and next thing I know, little sister comes screaming.
As Dacean was headed back to the house, Angel tripped, throwing Dacean headfirst into the ground. She was unconscious and barely breathing. Dad Jason, an experienced paramedic, knew she was in trouble.
Mom was behind me, so I hollered at her to call 911.
To see her laying there in the dirt, I couldn't take it. There was just this feeling that I may never see her again.
The ambulance rushed her 17 miles to Lovell before life-flighting her to the Billings Clinic, where doctors performed emergency surgery, removing a portion of her skull to relieve the swelling. Due to the extent of her injuries, doctors said she required a dedicated pediatric center, so they sent her to Salt Lake City.
They told me when they put her on that plane to Salt Lake, if she makes this ride, we'll be surprised.
She did make the ride, and once there, doctors told her mom that the recovery process could be anywhere from 6 weeks to 6 months.
You have to have faith and believe that things will get better. And that's what kept me going, is knowing that no matter what happened, she would be by our side, even if it meant me taking care of her for the rest of her life instead of someday her taking care of us.
But Dacean's condition improved by the hour, and within days of the accident, she started therapy. 6 weeks to 6 months miraculously turned into only 10 days.
I hear stories of other people's had accidents, and they talk about how it wasn't as severe, and so I look back on it and think that I'm really lucky to be where I am, and I thank God every day for it. So,
less than 2 months after the accident, Dacean was back in school and taking college classes. But while Dacean's condition improved, Angel's got worse.
I really connected with my horse, and so throughout the accident she knew that I wasn't okay, and so she kind of was upset and kind of ended up a little sick herself, and so she kind of went downhill from there. Kind of felt maybe that was because she took it into her own hands, and one morning I just found her and she wasn't doing well. I felt as the owner to go ahead and not let her suffer, so I made the decision on my own to put her down. So I felt that was the best way for her to overcome what we'd been through.
This one here in the middle is of Angel. They were having cowboy church and they were praying, and so I felt praying with my best friend was a really neat memory, so that's what I did.
As soon as she was cleared by doctors to ride again, she was back on the horse. This time it was a little mare she named Bug. She was instrumental in Dacean's recovery, and just what this cowgirl needed to excel in the sport she so loves.
With Dacean, the sky's the limit. I mean, she's one of those people that she just goes at 100% at whatever she's doing. Just see her getting back on a horse it was really exciting.
Someone once said, "A great horse will change your life. The truly special ones will define it." The loss of Angel could have devastated her. Instead, it strengthened her resolve to get back in the saddle and ride. She and Bug would go on to qualify for the CMSA World Championships this past October. She would finish 5th in her class.
No matter what life throws at you, you can get up and make the best out of it and keep pushing towards your dreams and learn from your past experience, and you'll get to where you want to be.
Brandon Sullivan, MTN News.